Hey folks, welcome to today's trade breakdown. I apologize, I haven't done many lately. I've been just the evenings on daddy duty. It's just been very difficult. Hadn't had a lot to report either though, so a lot of the trades hasn't been that good. Haven't found a bit of a downer, I think. Taking some okay trades, but the London Opens, the ones that I've sort of mainly focused on, just haven't been able to get like any real momentum. So we'll cover that about what we've been seeing in the market. Today was a great day for New York session. It was okay for London Open. Got a few pips here, kind of made up. I did take a loss yesterday on the 27th of November. And yeah, I kind of just glad to sort of bounce back with a nice move, but I had to change pairs because German's been pretty bad, pretty rubbish lately. So let's have a look at the charts. Where I've been mostly focusing on in for German is, let's just full screen this over here. I've been like, obviously, as you guys, if you're following the streams, really focusing on just this initial couple of hours, like from London Open, getting the trade in from London Open to about 9:30, and then we're sort of like calling it, and then I've got to get on my dad duties. So that's today. We'll cover today, but like just look at what we've been kind of dealt with yesterday. Yesterday was a decay move, and then price pushed up, and I thought, yeah, you know what, we've got some volume. And I actually took a loss as price come down, thinking we are going to retest that high. So I fully admit that one. And then the rest of the time, like just trading inside of this has just been diabolical. This kind of range that we've been getting, and we look at like previous days, like this a bit here. Not a lot I can do trying to get trades in like this hour and a half. Like this candle, this candle, this candle. Oh, sorry, this is 15-minute chart. My bad. Let's go to 30-minute. Looks even worse. So 30 minutes. Look at this. Look at this. Just trash, trash, trash. For the London Open, anyway. It's been given nice moves. I'm not angry at the charts, but there's just trying to take a trade on the stream, not really giving me a whole lot to deal with, unfortunately. Ever since we had this bumper week where price has rallied and rallied and rallied, we've really fallen into this kind of just really crappy movement. Look at the pips. Look at the pips that we've been moving. Normally you get around 100, 120 for a London session. We've been given 47, 63, 53, 44, 54. There's just been no volume for me to work with. You compare that to like before, it was this Friday. See the date down here, Friday 17th. 124, little low one there, 61, but 108, 98, 79, 91, 108, 112, 63, 93, 98, 156. So that's the kind of range I'm looking for, but just haven't had it. So, the trading's kind of suffered in the London Open. So let's talk about today's trade. Let's go down the lower time frame. I had a bearish bias. I was looking to sell. Initially to see if price could push down a little bit to get some of these areas. The areas that I did have my eyes on to see if we could see something, if the volume actually did present itself. I was really going to look for like, this one, I was looking for really take longs once price got down to here, or take sells once price got up to here to 1660. Still got my eye on them because there's still going to be targets for later on. And then I wouldn't mind taking something from here or here either. And price just never gave it. Price just didn't get anywhere near those areas. So I kind of got forced to trade inside of this range. What I saw on here, if I zoom right in for you, was on the 5-minute. It was on the 5-minute, actually. What I saw was London Open, okay, initially swept the low and then rallied. And I really would have liked to have taken that buy, but it was a bit too quick. And the way that this pushed down, I thought it's been a while since we've had like a 50+ pip pre-London move. It would have been nice to have taken this one sort of formed like a liquidity candle, done a retest, and then taken it up, but wasn't to be. Price just pushed up in one go, and then we created the liquidity candle, doji, another liquidity candle. So this has created the resistance, and typically I want it to just respect this. I don't want it to break this high here. So I entered here as price was pushing up, keeping stop loss. Like normally it's above here, but given the size of the range, just because it's normally that's enough. But you look at the size, like from entry to the top of here, that's literally just 10 pips. So you got to give it a bit more wiggle room. So for all my trades, it's especially the ones I take on the prop account, got to be 20 pip minimum. I've decided, because on the prop account, the old 3 pip spread that you got to pay, and you never get the entry that you quite want because of who knows, trade on the demo accounts with the prop accounts. I'd never find the entries as accurate as my personal account, as my live accounts. So I always just keep it like 15 minimum to 20 pips stop loss. Okay. Unless anything less than that, especially like when you're trading this kind of range, you leave yourself so open to getting wicked out. Your risk reward does suffer. But it's just what I've been learning is just keep your stop loss like 15, 20, earn the right to get it any tighter. Right now, price action, the London Open hasn't given me any confidence to keep the stops tight. So stop loss was up here, closer to here, with a little bit of wiggle room. Made me nervous. I thought I was going to get done here. Price eventually came good, started pushing down, got to about 15 pips in profit. I just canned it, just closed it right there. I was initially going to close a little bit and then let it to run. And then I just decided, out of all the entries I've been getting, not getting that follow through, I'm just going to close the whole thing, just be done with it and clear the mind, look for a new trade. I was pretty keen to take some buys as well. Once price was failing to break these lows, I did want to take a buy. Only problem is I had a little bit of a mismatch between what happened down here. So on my broker, on my terminal, on Pepperstone, which is the same Pepperstone here, price had just wicked a little bit lower. And then on the prop account, it actually wicked quite a bit lower. So it actually did break the low. And that really put me in two minds then. So I wasn't in any position to take advantage of these longs. So after getting fed up, kind of watching this trash, I went over to have a look at NAS, because NAS has been moving pretty nice. If we have a look at NAS on the stream, what I was pointing out, I got a banger, which I'll show you, which was an absolute banger for later on. What I was saying in the stream, let me just replace the data over here. We got to about this point. You can see the time down here, 9 o'clock. So this candle closed at 9:15. What I said was like, given the way German was moving, I'm just kind of fed up with it, because it wasn't it hasn't been given anything. So I preferred the price action here. So what we've got lovely little order block across to the left here, bunch of liquidity, 100% there's liquidity below it. And I'll show you what I was looking at just below here. But the way that this was reacting, price finally, we came down, nice momentum, left an imbalance. That imbalance is going to be a little target, because very, very rarely is that going to be the high of the day. So you can target this area at least for the London session. Price pushed down, consolidated a little bit, pushed down again, swept the euro low, and then pushed into this order block over here to the left. Now, looking at this bit over here, if we go to, I think we go 3 minute. What we had, which was different to German, was that as price came down and then started breaking, this is a sweep now, because then we broke structure, or this like whatever accumulated here to push price and make a new lower low, we're able to close above it. So we had like a bit of a shift, and this is looking like a liquidity grab to me. So made sense then. If we're going to be accumulating here, I wanted to get any kind of little sweep, and then as it starts pushing up, I'm going to target this clean candle, which is on the 15-minute chart, and buy up to this area minus a little bit, just to ensure that I get the fill. I'll get the take profit, so it doesn't like reject off of here, and then who knows what it does. So that was the idea. So you look at the 15 minute. This, oh, sorry, not 15, 30 minute, be the 30 minute. Or 10 minute? Yeah, 10 minute, that's the one. This is the one they're saying that this candle, this is a rejection wick to me. and it looks far better than any of the price action I've been seeing on German 40 for this morning. So entered as price pushed down, came back a little bit. You see how like it sort of wicks underneath and then starts pushing bullish. That's a liquidity candle forming. So as it was breaking these highs, entered into the trade, targeting this clean candles over here. No wick, all these imbalances. Just an easy, not an easy one, but like just a far, far better price action than we've seen on German. Price just went straight there, which is beautiful. Okay, nice and done. Okay, then this is where the banger was. We know where liquidity was lying underneath this bit over here. And what we've got is a London low. We've got liquidity here. We've got a pre-London low as well. What I set an alert down here, and I was waiting to see if price, well, my alert was a little bit higher. My alert was underneath the London low. What I wanted to see was price come back down, sweep this liquidity, and just give me a liquidity candle. A liquidity candle, as a reminder, is one that whatever you can have, whatever candle, doesn't matter what the candle is, but say this is price coming down or wherever. This is candle one. Liquidity candle to me is one that breaks the low of this candle, but closes bullish. Okay, that's a liquidity candle. This is a rejection wick. Now, it also can close bearish. It also can close, say this close like this and had a rejection wick. This could also still be a liquidity candle, but it's just one of those ones that if you go to a lower time frame, it might look like something like this, where it's closed lower and then push bullish like that. And ultimately, these two candles might make up this candle, but it opened higher, wicked down, rejected, closed here, but which is still underneath the open. That's why it looks red, but it's still failing to close underneath the previous candle. So to me, this could be a rejection wick, and you can't trade every single one of these, but this one here indeed is. See how it sort of wicked lower and then closed higher? This is a rejection wick, even though it closed bearish. So what you want to see don't go and trade every single one of these, but trade the ones that are also with confluence at a point of interest that you've flagged. Okay. So what I was waiting for is price to come down, and what we'll see, what I saw was as price was pushing down, got to be careful. Oh shit, went too far. Okay. What I wanted to see was price to sweep. Okay, let's let it sweep on the 1 minutes. Okay, see how it's swept now, taken the London low. Now, what I want to keep my eye on, I'm not a huge fan of the 1 minute chart. I want to see a liquidity candle form on like on the 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 30, 45 minute. I don't care what it is, just above 3 minutes. I want to see a liquidity candle. So if we go to the 3 minute chart, this is the next candle that we see. Okay, we get a lovely liquidity candle. This is a liquidity candle, little wick, piercing the London low, grabbing liquidity into, you can see this like black line that I got across here, like this level, like that it was in this zone as well over here. Thought, why not just give it a go? Kind of, I feel like sometimes you can feel like you're catching a knife, but given the timing as well, with New York Open sweeping this low, and you got to look at the overall trend. Overall trend for NAS, super bullish, super bullish. Look at this overall trend. So why are you worried about giving a longer shot when the trend is so bullish? So entered on, as soon as this one closed, basically entered, got a price as it opened. You'll see it like it just would push down pretty quickly. As it pushed down, I entered the buy. Stop loss again, keeping it around 20 odd pips to give it the margin of error. And then price just flew, held this one in full, didn't even close partials. Not that I was confident with it, It was just that I think it's one of my things. I've been leaving too much profit on the table. So once we had moved away, moved my stops to like a little bit of profit. And that was it, just went for a walk. I was actually quite pleased. I thought we were definitely going to get stopped out. When price came down a few times, I was like, no, just hold the nerve, It's all good. And then price just went whooshka when Fed Waller came out and started speaking. So beautiful trade, 95 pips full. Unfortunately, it's only my personal account only, not the prop account. But it was a nice one. So what are some lessons to learn as well? Some things I think is sometimes we're impatient for price to move. And like this area can really just test your patience. And same as down here. Like I did like the liquidity. Oh, sorry, not on German. I did like the liquidity that it picked up, but I wanted it to move. And I think that's the issue when it's been ranging, why I've been struggling these last 2 weeks is like I'm expecting a good move, a fast move. And when it's just been consolidating so much, I've been losing patience because I've been wanting to get the trades in the stream and then get out. But they haven't been. And then I think because the moves have happened late, I think one thing is important to then think about is because there were some sells. I'll show you the sells that I took up here. And once liquidity has been taken, like we've got swing highs, that's liquidity. We've got Asian high, Euro high, London high. On the back of this news from Waller, I was keeping my eye on Financial Juice, and then Bowman came out, started speaking just after him, basically just said the opposite, saying that rates need to go higher. So I thought this is gonna lead to a sell-off. But what I wanted to wait for was the liquidity had been picked up. So it wasn't just good enough having this sweep here. I did have my eye on the hour on NAS. Okay. And this is the same thing. Like if that was a liquidity candle that I picked up on the 3-minute chart, this is an hour version of it. So I know that this has got this is a bunch of liquidity over here on inside of this wick. So what I was looking for was price to sort of make its way up to there and then look for a liquidity candle to form anywhere inside of here going up to it, and then just kept my stop loss 20 pips above it. So that all made a lot of sense for me. So I was just keeping pretty patient, looking at like the 4-minute chart, and I was just waiting for not this one, wait till it gets closer up. So took profit, and then I was waiting for price as it pushed up, waiting for price to give me a liquidity candle. So same deal, right? Nothing here. Nothing here. First little sign of liquidity starting to form, but it's like a little doji. Okay, price pushed up a little bit. Another little rejection wick. Okay, and then is that the one? That was it. Yeah, that was it. That was it. Sorry, it wasn't on the 4-minute chart. That's why I'm not recognizing it. 3-minute, 5-minute. 5-minute. 5-minute looked what was it, the 10-minute? 10-minute, there we go. Sorry, my mistake. Getting lost in these things. So 10-minute pushed up. Notice where it pushed from, gave it a liquidity candle. Okay, entered on the sells. Because this is the same move. This same move actually happened yesterday on the 27th. So took a sell on this bad boy. 20 pip stop loss. I only took down to here. Okay, price pushed down pretty nicely. This was another one, and then afterwards it just sank. But watch this move. Like look at where it went to on the hour. See how like price wicked up, and then where it reacted from that wick. Got the 10-minute liquidity candle, stop losses above, held it only for a little bit compared to part of the move, and then price just really sank. But now you compare this move for late in the session, and then you look at like yesterday. It was almost a mirror image of yesterday's move. So price pushed up into this like liquidity zone, Then it formed on this one. We're on the 5-minute chart. It was the same move as yesterday that I saw. Sorry, 10-minute chart. 10-minute chart. There we go. That's the liquidity wick. And 10-minute chart. This one, I reacted to it really late. I entered into this one on the 27th, about here, and I only held down. So I entered about here, stop loss above, held it down to this area. So this is the 27th. So I know I took a loss on German, and this was a late move. You can see how late it was, but it was just lovely looking at all this trend line liquidity that got swept. Okay, by this move, swept the trend line liquidity, swept the London high, gathered all this liquidity, gave a liquidity candle. It was late to the move because it's cooking tea, dinner, and then caught part of the move down. We're talking about that on the stream. I think one of the other guys that watched this took the same thing. And then the same move happened today. So, almost a mirror image of it. Pushed down, swept the London low, rallied over 100 pips, gave a liquidity candle, and then pushed down. This one today swept the London low, rallied up over 120 pips, gave a liquidity candle, traded back down. Same move, just was a bit more aware and watching it. So there you have it. So some good trades, some banging trades, but not for the London Open, unfortunately. London Open has been shite lately. So hope you guys enjoyed. Give the channel some love, give it a like, and then I'll see you guys on London Open tomorrow, Wednesday. Alrighty, take care. Bye-bye.